I mean, it's always a bummer of a day coming and cleaning your lockers out, especially when you're not playing in the postseason. So, um, we got that going on for us.
Paul mentioned obviously you were dealing with a knee injury. Zach, how frustrating was that? But to the game that you did come back and play, how tough was that? And then just playing through that initially and then sitting too.
Well, I think the timing of it wasn't great with with the spot we were in, trying to get in the postseason, and then kind of have something like that happens. It's that wasn't an easy one to swallow, but just like everyone would do, you try to get back as quick as you can, and you know I felt good enough, and felt like I could skate well enough to play in that Winnipeg game. We were still playing for something, so that was important to hurry and get back in there without the risk of making it a lot worse.
Zach, how concerned right now with just sort of the state of the team that you could be dealing with a little bit of a rebuild here for the next couple of years?
It's concerning. I guess looking at it selfishly, where you only have so many opportunities, and I guess at my age where I'm at in the career, it's not, you don't want to be going through a rebuild right now. So I think it's we'll see what happens in the off season and the direction. But as far as whether it's going to be labeled a rebuild, I don't really know how things are going to shape out. But that being said, you don't it goes by pretty quickly, and all of a sudden you play for a while, and you don't I've only had one real chance to win it, and that's how quick things go by, and that's how hard it is. So you hope that it's not going to be something where it's a few years of taking it on the chin and missing playoffs. I mean, you hope that we can rebound right away and be a competitive team to get back into the playoffs.
How close are you guys, in your opinion? So how big does this need to be?
Well, I mean, we got a lot of work to do. I mean, you can't sugarcoat it right now. I mean, you look at how many times we got shut out in the year, how many, the lack of scoring that we had at the end of the season, to just think that it's gonna a switch is gonna flip and we're gonna come back and start putting 4 or 5 in a game. That's, I don't know how realistic that is. So we have some work, and as individuals we need a lot of improvement, and as a group we've got to, there's just a lot of work to be done.
So is it fair to say that you would agree that changes probably do need to be made? I mean, some people probably do need to be moved in order to get this team over this hump.
Well, it's hard to sit here and say nothing needs to change when you miss the playoffs, and like I said, when you're almost 30th in the league in scoring, and I sound like an idiot standing up here and saying that nothing needs to change. I think I'm sure everyone's got their opinions on what that is and what direction that needs to go. But yeah, I mean, you can't continue the way things ended this year.
For you to score 28, despite having the injuries that hauled you out of the lineup on a couple of occasions, just where do you see your game at for next season? Is that the target, or is it more if you're healthy for 82-ish?
Well, I feel like there's a lot more. Said it all year. It was for the most part until the end. It was refreshing to have had a good summer of training and working on individual skills, and then feeling like that during the season. So I still think there's a lot of room for improvement. So I'm excited about that, and I'm looking forward to it.
Zach, with the shot block too, were you still lingering with that injury, or what was that? I guess if you're able to say, or
That I broke my foot on that one, but that didn't feel too bad, I guess.
you played through a broken foot.
Yeah, it was, there's a little fracture in that. I don't know the difference medically, but it felt good enough at least. It felt fine after a couple days to get it back in the skate.
So it just heals on its own, I guess. You don't have to do anything else with that.
No, I think it's one of those that just eventually will heal on its own.
Your right foot.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that your teammates have the same determination that you have to get this right, and knowing that you only get so many, like you said, kicks at the can?
I mean, I think so. I mean, it's a hard thing when you're a younger player. You don't understand. We've all been there. You don't understand how fast it goes by, and really how hard it is, not only to make the playoffs, but to go far in the playoffs, and how many things have to go right for you. You think, oh, we'll get them next year, and then all of a sudden, 8 years later, you're still saying the same thing, and who knows how many good years you've got left to play. So, I had good veterans around me when I was younger that would remind me of that it goes by quick, and you can't always sit there and tell yourself it'll come next year, it'll happen next year. I think we do have players that work hard, that care about the game, and that want to win, and I believe that a lot of them will have good training summers and come ready to play.